Good morning and welcome to the Forex Daily Update, brought to you by Pepperstone on Wednesday the 18th of April 2018. I'm Darren Sinden and you can follow me throughout the day on Twitter by using @ds_Pepperstone. Right, let's take a look at overnight changes and price moves to be aware of. A relatively quiet session on the world's exchanges yesterday. I will just flag a couple of key points, however. Things I see as being counterintuitive to what's going on in the macro background at the moment, and that is the dollar making gains against safe haven currencies in the form of the Japanese yen and the Swiss franc. If we look at the weekly moves, the dollar has added 1% against the Swiss franc and 0.53% against the Japanese yen, and given the, as I say, the macro and geopolitical climate, you'd have thought that may have gone the other way. For its part, the British pound has made gains against the US dollar as well, trading up to 142.9650 shortly before we recorded the video, just below that 143 level and testing back to its post-referendum highs. The dollar 89.52 as expressed by dollar index, below that key 90 level, but broadly unchanged on the day yesterday despite those gains made against the Swiss franc and the Japanese yen. So interesting to see how those moves pan out going forward. Right, what's on the calendar then? Events that may move the markets today. Well, just to be aware that we've got an ongoing meeting of the Eurogroup, European ministers, the power brokers and decision makers, if you will, of the European Union are gathering and meeting. And then at 8:30 GMT this morning we'll have retail price index, producer price index and consumer price index data out of the UK. Key inflation data out of the UK, hard on the heels of the unemployment data yesterday. And then at 9 o'clock GMT, we'll have consumer price index data, both core and non-core, year on year and month on month out of the wider Eurozone. At 12:30, we'll have the first of our central bank speeches today, and it's the Fed's William Dudley who sets the ball rolling then. At 1400, we'll have the Bank of Canada's interest rate decision and rate statement, and that'll be followed at 15:15 by a press conference with Governor Pollers. Bank of Canada, of course, was in the vanguard of rate rises last year, but has taken a more cautious approach over the last couple of months, and we'll see if there's any appetite there for Canadian rates to raise further. William Dudley's back on his feet at 19:15, giving a second speech on the day, and he'll be followed at 20:15 by his colleague on the Fed, Quarles, who'll be speaking then. At 22:45, the last of the day's inflation data, this time from New Zealand, CPI for quarter on quarter and year on year for Q1 2018. Right, breaking news and comment then that's caught my eye overnight. First of all, President Trump has said he is now no longer in favour of rejoining the Trans-Pacific Partnership Trade Pact. This despite comments last week that he was keen to rejoin if he could find better terms. The White House has also confirmed that it has had direct high-level talks with North Korea regarding the arrangements for May's forthcoming summit. China has announced a surprise reduction in its reserve requirement rate, the amount of money that banks need to put aside before lending, and that has effectively added liquidity to money markets and banks in the country. And meanwhile, the IMF has warned on slowing emerging market growth in 2018, reports the Financial Times. Right, food for thought then, something to take away with you into the trading day and beyond. And why not think about this? For the last 18 months or more, global exchanges have competed to list Saudi Aramco, the Saudi state-owned oil company, as when and if the company floats. But we can now start to see what all the fuss is about as the Saudis release some data on the business. And the chart here summarises first half 2017 net income in billions of dollars for Saudi Aramco in red and a host of global major corporates in black. And you can see, I'll get a sense of the scale at least of the profitability and the size of the Saudi business. Right, please take a moment to read the risk warning. Trading CFDs and foreign exchange on margin can be a risky business. If you're uncertain about those risks or the suitability of the products for you, then please do contact your Pepperstone account representative. Thank you for your time.